Well, hello everybody. We are checking out a game by Might and Delight. They are the developers that are behind the game that is making Book of Travels, which I'm really looking forward to. The release date is TBA. It was supposed to be released at the end of last month, August 30th. Unfortunately, it got delayed. It wasn't quite ready to be pushed out on time. So we're all just kind of sitting tight right now. And in the meantime, I've been playing Meadow, which is actually a really lovely game. I'm really looking forward to the chill atmosphere that Book of Travels is promising. And if it's anything like this game at all, then I'm really excited for it. So in this game, Meadow, you play as many different types of animals. I think you start out with just only a few. You have to unlock them as you progress in the game. These are all emotes and other things that you can communicate with other players with. In the land of Meadow, you come across random players, and there's no chat or voice comms or anything like that. The only way you can communicate with them is through these series of emotes that you have here. You start out with these 3, and then you can unlock many more as you just journey around in this super chill environment. Hopefully we run into some players. The game hasn't been very active. It's an older one by them, and I don't think it was all that popular to begin with. I've only really heard of it because of Book of Travels, and it was part of the Kickstarter campaign that I backed. They gave you this game and all their other games as well as part of the perks for backing the Kickstarter project for Book of Travels. Anyways, yeah, just kind of join me if you want in this little chill adventure. I'm not going to do too much talking, but I just wanted to talk about the game and give you an idea of what we're doing. And in this game, it's really all you do is you just kind of journey this land that you're in. There are things that you can come across to unlock that will help you unlock new skins for your animals, so you can change the color of your creature. You find little puzzle pieces, and eventually when you get enough, you'll unlock a new species of animal that you can play as well. And sometimes when you get to the things that you can unlock, the obelisks that they're called in this, you need other animals with you. Sometimes you can unlock them on your own, sometimes you need 2 people, and sometimes you need specific species of animals with you to unlock certain obelisks. So we might run across a few of those while we're out here. Right now I'm just collecting essence as well. All these things are going towards things that I can unlock. Yeah, just make the journey a little more sociable, a little more enjoyable. But anyways, I'm using my favorite character, which is the fox. Left click on the mouse and you can communicate verbally. Whatever your creature is. And like I said, you can use your emotes as well once you come across other characters, and it's kind of neat to see the different combinations of things that you can use to try to communicate with them. Like an obelisk, for example, you can select it here and then hit an arrow to say, you know, hey, I know where one is. This is what it looks like on Steam. I don't know why that just popped up. Anyways, let's roll. Let's see if we can find somebody. It's got great music in it too, so just sit back and enjoy. There are a lot of cool areas that you can find too. There's a cave. There's a few caves, and actually they're quite vast once you get inside. I've spent an entire night just traversing a cave and getting lost in it. And I actually had a couple of other animals with me, other players with me. And without that chat to communicate or voice comms or anything, you really have to get creative in how you communicate with players to get them to understand what it is that you're trying to ask them for help with, or if you just want them to go in a certain direction. Sometimes they just want you to go in a certain direction because they want to explore a certain area, and sometimes they actually know that something's there and they want to take you to it. So paying attention and really trying to figure out how they're communicating with you and how you communicate with them is so special in this game because of the lack of voice comm or a chat box. I also find it just brings out the best in people. You know, there's no trolling going on. There's no, you know, discussions in the side of your screen about politics or anything like that. It's just straight, you know, players trying to help other players, and there's a real feeling of excitement when you come across another player, because again, there's no like friend system where you can add a friend and join their session or anything like that. You're just on the server, and whoever you come across, you come across. Think of like Journey. You know, when you come across another player in that game and you can't communicate with them verbally or through chat, you can just kind of flash a symbol at them, and it's another player that you're playing with, and it makes that experience actually kind of special. And I know that's what they're shooting for in Book of Travels as well, and I think it's going to be even better. And if you don't know what I'm talking about for Book of Travels, take a look. YouTube it. Actually, YouTube my friend Dan Before Time. He has a really good breakdown of the video. That's actually how I learned of it. I'll put a link to his channel actually in my description below. And let's face it, I'll probably have it come up here on the screen when I do some editing. And also, if you're playing this game, I play on both servers, the European server and the North American server. So hit me up in the comments and let me know if you're playing and what species you like to roll as and how you're enjoying it, and if you're really looking forward to Book of Travels. Now, there is a map here, and I have noticed that there's, oh, it looks like we have a couple of people. So these, oops, yeah, those little pyramid-looking things with the dots, those are actual players. I don't know how I feel with the map system showing players. It's very useful in this because the map is huge, and sometimes you just want to get to other players so that you can unlock things together. I'm not sure how it's going to pan out in Book of Travels, if they're going to do that, if they'll have players show up on the map. I kind of just like the mystery of running into them. When I first started playing this game, actually, I didn't think that those were players. I didn't know what they were, so I didn't even know there was a map actually. So I just started running around, and when I ran into a couple of players, it was just so awesome. The feeling was, you know, it was just super exciting to run into players and then try to communicate with them, right? And then run around and unlock things and just explore. It's not even that your goal is to unlock things, though I guess it is, especially in the beginning, because you kind of want to unlock all the new species and stuff. But like where I am right now, I just like meeting up with players and following them wherever they want to go. If they want to unlock things, if they want to just explore. You guys know me. I'm just a nut for exploration, man. So if they just want to take off and go look in a cave, that's great. I had other players show me these weird shortcuts too, where you could jump down, and I thought I was going to fall off a cliff, but there was like a hidden area that you can get to. It was really neat. So here's what I'm talking about here. This is an obelisk, and it's going to require 4 people. 1, 2, 3, 4 to unlock. If it wasn't species locked, it would just be these little diamonds with a dot in the middle. That just indicates a player. But right now, it also requires what this one is. And I think it's a hedgehog. I think that's what that one is. So we need a hedgehog and 3 other players to be able to unlock this. And when I bark or make whatever animal noise that I can make, it will light up one of these circles like that. And then when the other players do theirs, this will break down and we'll get all the good stuff that's inside. And all it is that's inside is stuff that goes towards unlocking skins and species and stuff like that. So you can't do that unless you have people with you. You can still get the ones that only require 1 or 2 players. So even if you have nobody to help you, you can still find the solo ones. It'll just take a lot longer to unlock everything, but that's what an obelisk is. I'm gonna try and find... Oh, there's someone right here. Right here. Let's see if we can meet up with them and see what they are. I'll start making some noise here too. What I like to do is I start making some noise so they can hear me, because we are close. Whee! And as I said, the music in this is just wonderful. It's right here. Where are you? Well, I can't find them. Are they a bird? There is a bird that flies around. You can't land as the bird, you're just always in the sky. And they kind of act as a scout. They'll just fly around and take you to places. But all player controlled, of course. It would be a player. But yeah, I don't see anybody. Well, that's a bummer. Unless they're messing with me. I don't see anybody. That's bizarre. Someone else coming as well. Thought I heard something. Oh, I did. I heard something. Oh, man. I think it might be the deer. I heard them call. I heard them call out. Oh, where are they? Oh, the yellow stuff. That's good. That's to unlock a species. There we go. There he is. Or her. What's up? And then you can flash a little emote if you want. Greetings. There you go. They're giving me one back. So, yeah, this is neat. I love this stuff. And I'll just follow them. They might be waiting to follow me, but I'll take your lead if you like. Go wherever you want. It's just really neat when you get a whole pack of animals together. And then you have to run around and find these things and crack the code, if you will, and break them open. And again, if this is just a sample of the idea behind Book of Travels, Book of Travels obviously looks even like way better than this and sounds so promising. So, but this, like, as minimal as it is, it's just it's so great, so satisfying. If you're that type of player, I mean, the game's definitely not for everybody. Book of Travels will definitely not be for everybody as well. But I don't know, if sometimes you just like games to help you wind down and relax, then I think that this, and especially Book of Travels, are going to be something you'll want to look into for sure. So they're trying to communicate with me. They just flashed that, but I'm not too sure what's going on. And that scream that they do, that these deers do, just kills me. Sounds like they're screaming. Like they're being tortured. But I guess that's kind of how they sound. Oh no, don't do it, buddy. It looks like he's gonna go for it. Oh no. No. Yeah, you're crazy. You're living dangerous. Oh, there is someone here. I didn't even notice them. It's a wolf. Did you guys notice that? I totally didn't. That's what they were trying to show me. They had that little thing above it illuminating. And now they're gonna take a nap. Oh my god, what are we gonna do? We're all gonna take a nap here? Okay. I'm down. Sometimes I like to curl up like this in a little ball when I'm waiting at an obelisk, because people will come to you if they see you on the map. And if you're at an obelisk that needs like 2 or 3 other players, sometimes it's best just to wait there and let them come find you. So I don't know if this wolf might have been AFK. So that's the person that I couldn't find. And I walked past this several times because they were right on top of me on the map. So I know I walked by them when I was looking for them, but I thought it was a stone. I thought it was a rock or something. And this person looks like they're content with just having a little group nap. But I'm gonna move on. You guys can have your little slumber party. I appreciate the chin wag. Still screaming. Oh my goodness. Alright, I'm out of here, man. And that's a good thing with this game too. Even if you do meet up with people, you don't have to stick with them. You don't have to try to communicate with them if you don't feel like it at the time. There's been times when I've been with a group and we've been running around collecting obelisks and things like that. And then I just saw a cave, and 2 or 3 of us, we just branched off on our own. We were like with this gigantic group. There must have been 10 of us. And yeah, a good 3 of us broke off and just started exploring this cave while everyone else just kept going around trying to unlock stuff. But that's the beauty of this game. You can just pretty much just do whatever you want. And if you want to travel with the pack, you can, but it's not necessarily the goal of the game. There isn't really a goal of the game, and from what I've been watching on Might and Delight's YouTube channels and their constant email updates and things like that, it really sounds like that's what they're going for with Book of Travels as well, is that there's no rule book, there's no, set path or quests or anything like that. It's just kind of an open world for you to explore and to role play in. Basically, it's this on steroids. But this is just a nice little... This is like the hors d'oeuvre before the main course, really. I'm really looking forward to that game, but when I get thinking about it too much and wanting to play it so bad, I'll just throw this on, and it kind of scratches that itch a little bit. And at first when I played this game, I thought, wow, these graphics are awful. And that's the first thing I thought was these graphics look terrible. It was a small indie studio. I wasn't not trying to be a dick or anything, but it's funny because after a while, I started finding it beautiful. I'm running through these areas, and you guys may not think that right now. You may be thinking, nah, you're crazy, dude. But I'm telling you, the more you play this game, it kind of just, your eyes just kind of adjust. The character models are great. But yeah, after a while, you just kind of adjust, and the different areas, especially when you get into like the swamp areas or a cave or a field or a very dense wood population, like it starts to look really beautiful after a while. It's hypnotic. They may have had an update where they changed the night sky, because that looks a lot better than it used to, the night sky. The night sky almost looked like a cheesy wallpaper before. It was like the same pattern and same combination of stars and planets, and it looked really bad. You weren't focused on it, but anytime you did look up, it wasn't the greatest. Now this, again, four animals required. I'm not sure what this one is. Might be the lynx that you need, and then 3 other people as well to unlock that. Here we go. We have a new area here. It's starting to snow, so these are the real fun areas I like to get into when the environment changes. And if you're the type of player that just likes to gather things, run around and just zone out and have a little peaceful journey and gather stuff. I know when I play MMOs especially, that's one of my favorite things to do, is not even really play the quest lines or the storyline or anything. I just like to venture off into the woods and start picking flowers and gathering rocks and stuff. And I can just zone out and do that for hours. So that's really all there is in this game, is you're just running around gathering things and then, you know, having these chance meetings with other players and then going on little adventures, if you please. And unlocking cool things, unlocking the new species, which is actually really cool. And if you want to just play the same species, the more you do play a species, you'll get achievements for that, the longer you play them. And you'll also unlock more emotes. Because like I say, you only start with the 3, I think. But you unlock all of these. I have all of these unlocked because I've played this a lot. I am missing one species though. That's the new elephant calf that they've added. So it's interesting to note too that the couple of animals that we just ran into there, that wolf may have gone AFK for just a little bit. But again, you don't have any way of telling people that. So I've been in that situation where I'm running with the pack and all of a sudden I have to let my dog out, or I have to go, you know, use the bathroom or something like that. Or even just go get a drink, right? And yeah, you have no way of telling people, you know, hey, I'll be right back in 5 minutes. You know, give me a second. I'm just going to run, you know, get a drink and I'll be right back. Everyone's still running around. They're, you know, following the leader of the pack, I guess, whoever's looking for obelisks to unlock, or if you're just exploring areas. But you have no way of just saying, yo, dudes, I'll be right back. You know, I want to just lay down here and I'll be right back. And maybe that was their way of telling me that, you know, they're there, but they'll be right back. They're just laying down type of deal. But that just hit me. I just realized that now. And the funny thing is I've been in that situation where I've had to go AFK for a bit. And I've actually done that. I've laid down on the ground and, you know, I've run upstairs, gotten myself a beverage, come back, and everybody's gone. So it's kind of interesting. You don't really have a way to speak. So you can go on these emotes here, like you could tell people, like this one, like follow me type of deal, or this one could be follow me. You know, I see these ones a lot. People will put that question mark. This one, at least it looks like a question mark, right? So people will do this to say kind of, what are we doing? Where are we going? And then someone will say, you know, I found one of these over here, and then it's like follow me type of deal. Flowers, you know, you can go around collecting the flowers. Someone will do that. If you're at an obelisk and everyone's running to you, you can even sit, you know, symbol. You could throw this up and say it needs 4 people, and then put an X because we only have 3. And then people usually respond with like their sad emote after that. I guess this one here, actually, now that I think of it, it's an hourglass. Out of all my hours playing this game, I've never thought of that. How many hours do I have in this one? 20 hours. So 20 hours in this game. And yeah, I've never thought of actually using this. That's totally what that could be used for. When I'm in the water, if you're one of the mammals, like if you're, I think the frogs can swim through this fast, and I believe the pheasants can. I'd have to check that, but usually I like to be funny, and I'll do this, and then I follow it with one of these, and then I usually get, you know, everyone else kind of smiling or laughing, dropping their emotes. So again, it's just a way to communicate. It's really neat, I find. But I am a simple man. And I like simple things. So these things do make an audible noise. So do all the flowers and things like that that you can collect too. So if you do hear a little bit of twinkling or it's like a low hum, take the time to look around and see what's in the area. If that's what you're doing, if you're collecting things. I mean, we could go back towards those other animals. It was a deer. I think they call it, oh man, I think they actually call it a goat in this, even though it looks like a deer. And what else was there? Oh, the wolf, right. Which I do like playing as well. I also really like playing as the frog because they're tiny and really fast, and they can swim through the water fast as well. And they're just cute as hell. Looks like there may only be one other person online now. And as I said earlier, unfortunately, there's not a lot of people playing this game. So when you go on, it does show how many people are on each server. So if you check the US server, it'll say, there's 3 people on, 4 people on. The EU server, the European server, it'll show you the amount of people that are on that. So it's usually, whoever's on one server, that's the one I'll jump on. If there's nobody on the US server, I jump on the European one, and vice versa. And they definitely changed the sky backdrop, which is actually really nice. It looks good now. They have little fun things every once in a while that you'll come across. Like this is a mud pile here, and it's really fun when you're with a group and everybody sees it and just piles into it and jumps and acts silly. And as you can see, you actually get mud stuck on you, and you can run around with that mud on you, or you can jump in the water and wash it off. Other things that you can run across, just off the top of my head, is like fallen fruit. You can find like apples laying on the ground from a tree, and everybody can go up and eat them. And it doesn't do anything. It doesn't give you health. Doesn't give you any type of bonus. But it's just something to do with the group. It's something kind of fun. There's other things as well that you can come across, little activities here and there, things that everyone can get involved in. And just traveling with a group feels very rewarding on its own, even if you're not doing those things. Pile of leaves that I just went through. Don't think I've ever seen this. I wonder if this is new from an update. A little Thanksgiving thing or something, I don't know. These blue ones, if I remember, are for unlocking skins. So if you collect enough of them, you can unlock a new skin for whichever animal that you're currently playing as. So if you want to unlock new skins for a different animal, you have to actually be playing as that animal while you collect those blue objects. Those pink ones that I'm grabbing, I believe, unlock your emotes. And then the yellow ones unlock species. So this one only needs 2. Unfortunately, I'm on my own. And there is someone to the south of me. Let's see if they're coming towards me. It's hard to tell. Yeah, it's hard to tell. So if I wanted to, you'd have to remember where this is, because it doesn't appear on the map. And the map doesn't really show landmarks. It shows the one starting area, which is the tree. And that's it. It just kind of tells you where players are. So if I wanted to, you'd have to get a sense of direction. So you see where it's pointing north. You'd have to get a sense of where that is, where this is, and where the player is. And you would really have to try and remember how to get back here. The only problem is it's not a straight line, because that player is definitely moving around. So it's not like you're just going to run straight to them and then run straight back here. So it can be tricky to try and get somebody to come back to unlock one of these obelisks if you don't know exactly where it was, or if it's very far away from where you've met the player. But this would be a situation where if they were up here and I met them, then I definitely could drop one of these and this, and then they would follow me. And they're super far away, so yeah, there's no way I'm gonna remember how to get back here. It's most likely that deer or the wolf that we ran into earlier. But I am curious. Either way, could be somebody new. And not everybody wants to group up. I've met a player before. They were on their own, and I was with someone, and we were trying to get them to come with us so that we could have more people to unlock the rewards where you need more people. And you know, every time we would try to lead them somewhere or we'd start going, they were just kind of going off and doing their own thing, and eventually they lost us. And that's just another part of the game. Everyone's just playing at their own pace, doing their own thing. That person could have just been exploring and maybe just enjoying their time, going nice and slow through the world, and didn't want to hang out with us. So what can you do? I'm usually that player. So I'm right back to where I started from. Oh, and we're not too far from this player. It doesn't look like they're moving. I wonder if it's that wolf that's still laying down. I'll keep my eyes open because I missed them very easy the first time. Yeah, there he is. So it looks like the deer gave up and went on their own. And this wolf is just having a little snooze here. So this could be someone who went AFK and they're gonna be AFK for a while. And I think I'll just curl right up beside them here. Maybe we'll have a little fire. Oh my goodness, not on me. There, I'll leave them with a fire. Keep them nice and warm while they're having their nap. But yeah, this is Meadow, and that's what it's all about, really. It's a shame that I didn't have a lot of people on here with me to show you guys for the first video. I might make another one of these when there's more people online, if there ends up being more people online. In the beginning, when I first started playing this, there was quite a lot, because I think all the hype from Book of Travels was carrying over. It's slowed down quite a bit now, but there's still people on every once in a while. So just wanted to give you guys a little first look at what to expect with Book of Travels, at least. This game and a lot of their games that came with that little Kickstarter package, I've noticed all have elements of what Book of Travels is promising to have. So a lot of the times when developers are making games, they may promise a few things that don't quite get delivered. And I know there are some players that are maybe a little worried about the status of Book of Travels, but I'm telling you right now, the atmosphere that they're promising, the communication, the way that you have to communicate with players, meeting players in the game but not too frequently, all that kind of stuff, I have complete faith that that's what they're going to deliver, just because of what I've played in Meadow and in some other games as well. So don't worry if you're worried about that aspect, at least. The other things I can't speak for. I'm not sure how they're gonna work other things into the game that they've been talking about on the Kickstarter and on their YouTube, but just the fact that I've seen a lot of the elements already in their previous games puts my mind at ease, and I'm completely ready for Book of Travels when they are, of course. So thanks, guys. Give this a like and comment below. It helps me out a lot. And subscribe to the channel if you want to come back. I do other videos as well. And I'm definitely going to be doing some Book of Travels stuff when it gets released. So until then, my friends, be good to each other.